Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're back once again with Megaquarium, and we've moved on to the fourth map now, which is Val Berg. This historic aquarium has been in decline for years. It needs a new curator willing to shake things up. Are you up to the challenge? Part of the problem is the weather is so cold in Val Berg that none of the heaters work at full capacity. Useless heaters. Just 66% to be exact. See if you can turn the cold temperatures to your advantage with this new piece of equipment, the chiller. Well, if it's cold already, what do I need to chill it even further for? Anyway, look, chillers are used to keep tanks at cold water temperatures, allowing us to keep cold water animals like the cuckoo wrasse, the cuckoo fish. It gets better. Here in Val Berg, they are 50% more effective than normal. In other words, you can chill. That's right. Bigger tanks with less chillers. Fewer chillers. Your mission is to exploit cold water displays and get this aquarium back in the limelight. Jolly good show. Right, well... I feel like a starfish. And you'll find out what else I feel like after the intro. Right, as ever, I've got to research a few fundamentals. We don't have the big pump yet. We've only got these little tanks with not an awful lot going on in them at the moment. So what I need to do is make a make a tank or two that is actually going to make me some good money. I'm tempted to remove all of this gubbins that we've got here, but I haven't really got the cash for it at the moment. But we'll figure something out. So first up, let's get a bit more space. It's not necessarily the best use of money, but it will afford me some opportunities. And then, yeah, I think if I put a high-earning tank in here, or maybe go for my usual kind of segregation route. In fact, I've got a notion, and that's always fatal. Let's sling that over there. These have a catchment area. I hadn't noticed that before. Oh, okay. That's quite useful to know. So benches. I mean, they're just benches, but presumably, if a guest is within range of a bench, then they're not going to up and leave us. Maybe. Right. Okay. So here's the notion that I've got is fish tanks all the way around the perimeter. Like so, with a gap in the middle to lead them into the next enclave. So what I'm going to need to do that is I'm going to need to actually buy a bit more as well. Yeah, this is going to be quite costly to fit this out entirely, but we don't have to do it all at once. So we'll get all this gubbins out of the middle, and then in the middle I have two big fat tanks that are served by a pump. Once I've got pump tech researched, and I'm already working on pump tech, if that's not a rude thing to say. Right, okay, so tanks. Right, what should we go for here? A corner tank in the corner is a favourable thing to do for yourself. So we could stick that in there. It's a question of how much of a footprint do I need to leave. Let's use these squares to actually measure something out, shall we? I think 3 space behind ought to be sufficient. So sticking that about there. Or do we? Think this through. What you actually want is you want the tank facing the opposite direction, really. Yes, this is the outside of a block rather than an inner corner. Alright, well, scrap that as an idea then. Alright, yeah. So this first room, we're going to turn it into something that is relatively basic. And again, it would be nice if this was a... what? You've got a hungry guest. Give them a vending machine. They'll wait. They'll either wait or they'll leave, and I'm comfortable with either of those two things happening. So if we start... So I'm just getting this straight in my head. Once I've done that, this should all start to move quite seamlessly. So if we stick that there... No. Needs to be 6 out. Right, okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Typically, I haven't left quite enough space. So we'll buy a little bit more room. Only one more. There we go. Right, now then. Okay, now we're motoring. So then we'll stick another wall tank in here, like that. And that's what the corners look like. And for some reason, again, you've not quite figured that. Oh yeah, because you wanted that next one over. So if you move the tank, right? No, you've still not quite got that right. Why have I found this so difficult? I mean, I know I'm prone to making, you know, occasional heinous errors about things, but this is actually relatively straightforward stuff. Regardless, basically, what I'm going to try and do here is gain all of the points that I need by having tiny little tanks with a bare minimum of fish in. We'll see how we get on, shall we? Right, so let's make this one a little bit bigger. You're going to struggle for space. I'm letting you know that right now. And then we'll have a door there. And we'll stick another one of those there. Right. So then we want to think about where's the next corner, which is going to be there. Alright, sling that in there. Put this lady in the fish tank. She'll make a fine exhibit. Take that out to the corner, drag you along a bit, make this one a bit bigger. Alright, sell it. Right, okay, good. So, that's me having blown half my budget. Get out of the way. Oh, fine. Live in a fish tank, see if I care. Right, that's half my budget blown. But this will do for starters. Now, I didn't do what I usually do here, which is stop the ruddy guests getting where they shouldn't be. So let's stick a staff door on there as soon as this joker gets out of the way. There we are. And then we'll use some temporary walling, which is an expensive way to seal the guests off from where they don't belong. But if you don't do it, you end up with interlopers everywhere. That's it, do that. As they, yeah, I see what you're trying there, green hat. Get out. This area is not for you. I'll delete all these walls in a moment, but I've got to get rid of these pillocks first. There we go, keep going. Come on, out. Out. Because they won't go through the staff door. So, you know, even though it's a one-way door, they won't go through it. So you have to forcibly eject them. You're looking... Oh, you swine. You're looking for... This is not a toilet. Get out. You, chocolate bar fancying personage. You get out as well. That's that one. Good. Right. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I mean, all the time I'm doing this, of course, I am making a bit more cash. No, it's still not that way. Right. Sealed them in. Good. Well, I mean, that was pricey, but we get at least some of the money back. In fact, we might get all the money back. Either way, that's why you pause before you start a grand design. Otherwise, you end up with idiots in your grand design. Right, okay, so that's a goodly amount of starter tanks we've got going on there. So I could easily pull all the stuff out the middle and plunk them in these tanks here, but actually I'll wait and I'll do that on side 2 because all of these are deeper tanks. So I'll run those elsewhere. But for now, what we'll do is we'll start with the basics. So let's put a power combo on that one and a power combo on this one. Yeah? Yeah, but you could put it there, couldn't you? Yeah, you're fueling that tank there, and you are doing that one. Hey, see, that's a nice piece of efficient usage. There's nothing in them yet. Hold your horses. Right, that's 3 of them juiced up. So the trick here is going to be don't put too much stuff in these. Give them just enough that it gets the job done. Hey, see, look, that's not completely inefficient. If I made one of these tanks one smaller, I could have slotted that in the middle, which wouldn't be bad either. I don't have enough doors. There's a comment to conjure with. Right, so if we get rid of that and we sling a door in there instead. Because routing everybody through one door. Although, that said, I'll probably make this area a staffed zone. And I'm sure that will work absolutely flawlessly. Alright, staff door. There we go. Right. Okay, good. Let's get some feeding equipment up in here. So here's me orange pellets. And then we'll get... Do I want to do 2 lots or just 1? Let's see how we get on with 1 and see if we come up short. Because that I could do with saving a bit of cash to start with. In fact, if I were to put orange and green eaters down there... See, this is what you call a bit of scientific style thinking. A sand eel dispenser. Oh, I want to dispense sand eels and fling them at me visitors. Don't know why. That's just something that all of a sudden appeals to me. We'll have some of those. Cockles. Dung cockles. Plankton. Yeah. Right, and then we need a broom stand, which I'm going to stick out of the way over here. And we need a tool station. So, I mean, you know, this might seem like the wrong way around to do things of placing the, the facilities before the fish. Actually, it probably seems like the right way around to do things, but I'm going to do it this way around, because that way I've got, I won't overextend. I've got 1,400 quid in the bank. Let's get it going. Right, you, Dotty Fish. What are you all about? You're only 1 star, so stuff you. We'll go with... What are you? You're a bully. You're size 4. You have no particular requirements. Well, you're the perfect fish then, aren't you? Why don't you have this little tank here? We can only get 2 of you in there. It's the saddest fish tank in all the land. Have we got any size 1 stuff? What about a disco mushroom? Do we think... No, actually, I put my plankton down the other end, didn't I? So we'll stick that in there. Right, we'll stick a puffer fish in this next one. In fact, we could get 2 puffer fish in there. Hold on, they grow to size 8. Alright, well, that's you've hosed that already then. So let's pick one up and stick it in there. Let's grab the other one. What? No, not the whole tank. That's excessive. This one. That. Grab it. This one. And then we'll give them a 3rd one as well, because they like to hang out in schools of 3 and have a ruddy good time in the process. Even then, they will outgrow this tank. Okay, right. Okay, tank 2. Honestly, I haven't got stuff that really sits in these tiddlers. And that's some yellow tang. No, they're too big. I want some little tiny, suitable for children type fish. Let's have a couple of black bar soldier fish in the next one. There we are. So, I mean, they might be simplistic, but I'm hoping that strength in numbers will generate the level of interest we need. Let's not spend any more for now. Let's give them some scenery. All right, what have we got in the scenery department? Let's give you fellas no, palm trees too extensive for tanks of this size. So instead, let's go with some feathery plants. In fact, you can have a bunch of feathery plants. There you are. Enjoy it. But you don't want feathery plants. You want rocks to hide in. Oh, I've just delete the contents. No, I don't want to delete the content. I just want to delete the weeds. No, all right. We'll do it this way. All right, move it. Out, please. You can't zoom out while you've got it. There you go. Bang it in that one. And then you need some rocky kind of hidey hole sort of driftwood cave. Terrific. Right, you're suitably equipped. You can have the saddest tank in the world. What do you chaps want? I'm going to give you some pebbles. You didn't ask for it, but you're having it. Alright, that's good. 600 quid left. I'm going to set it in motion and see if those chaps are happy. What's the staffing situation? Getting towards non-existent. Right, let's hire a couple of staff. Or in fact, all the staff. Right, okay, we're motoring. Let's up the tempo. Okay, so once this lot have been fed, we'll see if there are any other pressing concerns that these tanks have. Because if these work, then it could form quite a successful model for expanding around the outside of this this first room. So if I were to go with deep tanks on the other side and then put a couple of lagoons in the middle, you know, I think people will go for that. And I've got ample space behind if I want to extend backwards a bit later. I don't think I do. I completely mismeasured this. Oh no, I didn't. I measured it absolutely right. I mean, which is fair enough, really, given it took your time trying to get that one spot on. All right, good. Yeah, we're all happy here. You want a drink? You want the loo? Well, I can't please all of you. I could probably afford a drinks machine and a... there you go, have a drinks machine. We can probably get a food machine in there as well. There you go, have some of that. I could probably get a bin. Yeah, let's have one of those. Yes, I am placing these in a haphazard fashion because I don't intend to keep them where they are in perpetuity. We'll move them around and we'll stick a restroom here as well. Because that's in no way does that look out of place. Right, okay, progress. In capital letters with an exclamation mark. We need another chocolate vending machine, but I'll worry about that in a minute. No, I'll worry about that now, because then it'll get me back on the main quest line. Yeah, I'll just leave that in the middle of the room. Alright, the water quality of this deep tank is a bit rubbish. The water quality of that one's not good enough, and they need feeding. And for some reason we're using a... Oh, I see. So you've got that set up with a pump. Well, I mean, that's the most redundant pump action I've ever come across there. No matter. That's all right. Okay, how are we getting on over here? Well, we're generating some positive responses. This is good. I'm up to 3.5 grand. All right, let's move on to the next one. What shall I plumb into that? What do we got left here? We got the Arabian dotty back. The capacity on this one's 20, so I could... Oh, you know what? I like a yellow tang. Let's have some of that. 3 yellow tangs. They're going to want a bit of scenery, I would imagine. So we can certainly make that happen. Give me the eel grass, because they love it. That's it. Well, you almost got that right. Where are we looking? Here we go. That one. Move it over there. I'm knitting them a carpet of eel grass, despite the fact that much eel grass clogs up your filters like you wouldn't believe. But people are going to dig that. Look at them digging it. Oh, look. Yellow fish in green grass. What a bold summing. Right, bring up my objectives here. So I need a volume 50 tank. Obviously, I've not made one of those yet, but we'll get to it. And I'm up to 4.5 grand. Peachy. All right, so what do we do next? Now, next we need to get some deep tanks going. One of my staff is about to level up. Well, that's never happened before. Good, obviously. Right, yeah. This will allow you to choose or increase one of their skills. Alright, good. Level up staff. Wade has leveled up. Well done, Wade. Good lad. Or lady. You know what, Wade? Good person. Well done. Learn better feeding. Alright, feeding level 2. Oh, Tobias has leveled up as well. You can have improved... Hold on, what's this? Basic fixing skill. No, yeah. More fix it. Improved fix it, please, Tobias. Right, deep tanks. Let's see if I can fit a deep tank in this next section here. And then we'll transition some of this middle stuff. And we've got the Atlantic pollock, which is my favourite pollock. Of all the potential pollocks that we could be interacting with, the Atlantic is the daddy. There you go, deep tank. Okay, right, so it's a little bit deeper in you know what I mean. So I'm going to need a bit more ground space in order to make that work, unless we go, in fact, if we go this side, then that won't be an issue. I do, however, have all kinds of nonsense that I've just flung about a joint that maybe is not conducive. There, we'll just leave this lying around. Right, okay, cool. Deep wall tank. So we'll do the same approach. We'll probably go with 3 at the back again. Hold on, you can't do that wall. Let's do this one. Right, because I'm going to need some rethink as far as the other bit goes. That's a big tank. Let's not get carried away. Let's go for that as our first foray into deeper tanking. And then this is another thought that I had, right? Is we'll stick the toilet in between the tanks going on there. Cleaning level 2. Well, that's lovely, Dante. I'll tell you what. At this rate, I'm going to make you my only cleaner. I'm going to max level you, and you can be the whole cleaning staff. Right, let's seal this one in. Trust me, it might look like it's just a little bit out of place at the moment, but once I've got this built up, it should make more sense. Clear off. You lot as well. Right, you're going to need a feeding stand. I think this end will probably do the job nicely, and we'll get the stairs in. Now that leaves me 2 spaces there. I think we'll move that. There you go. Olive, not now. How about you learn fixing? Fish tanks breaking down is more important to me than a bit of a mess lying around the aquarium main. Okay, good. And then we add feeding facilities, but we'll go with the specifics to whatever it is I stick in there. So we'll go large filter. Alright, see, we're rattling through the research here. I'm not using any of these species at the moment, but we're getting through them. And then, oh, hold on. With only one behind, what's likely to happen here is that we'll have a queue of people trying to get past, because they do block each other. So maybe if I rotate this round, that's the way it's going to have to be, unless I have more space behind it. And then a large heater. Right, so we've only just got the temperature up, but we do have suitable filtration. That's a start. Let's pause and then get rid of a bit of that. Bang a door in there, just in case one of these breaks down before I'm ready to rock and roll. Okay, right, now then, which one of these am I going to retire? Right, what are you? What have you got? You've got 2 fox-face rabbitfish. You've got some crabs. You've got a blue nose. A blue thing. Alright, all of you, you're going on a journey. Alright, and you're all coming. It's a lovely new joint that I'm taking you to. You're going to really like it. Right, it's custom built with you in mind. Well, actually, it's custom built with profit in mind, but you are the profit engine for this particular gig. Right, let's grab these little crab chaps. No, you've grabbed the whole fish tank there. Oh, where was it? It was here. Invalid. It's broken now. So let's get this fixed. Right, sling you in there, and then you get in there, and then you, yeah, get in there. Right, how much space have I got left? Well, that's under half capacity. The water quality is still good, the temperature's still good, so we can actually get a bit more gubbins in there. But it needs green and orange. This only needs orange. Who have we got in here? We've got the Royal Grammars. Are you gonna? Oh, I was hoping right-clicking on that would give me fish information. Oh, it hasn't. It's given me tank information. There's the fish information. You're fine. Right, you're coming along. Yeah. Welcome to the new world. I hope you're compatible with this lot. And then we've got some soldier fish, and then we've got whatever these are, squirrel fish. You don't like light, you do want a little bit of dark, and you need 4 of you in there in order for you to have a good time. Okay, I can make that work. Water quality's just dropped off. All right, we're gonna have to have a think about that. But we're. All right, I guess everybody's coming. Welcome to the party. As long as we don't overfill this, I will do whatever is needed in order to make this tank habitable. Yeah, get in there. This is a nice big tank. This one. What's the capacity looking like? Right, the water quality's gone to hell. I've no idea if any of these are going to eat each other or not. There we are. Right, we haven't overfilled the tank as far as fish population. That's a good thing. Let's do a little bit more wall here. So if I wall that, and then I wall this as well. What are you? Are you staff? No, you're not. Yes, you are. You're staff. That's fine. That means you can get through the door that I'm about to place for you. Right, let's get rid of those and that as well. Fling another door, another wall in that, but not the middle bit because I want a door. Easy. There, see, this is pro level something, and I'm proing it right now. All right, sling that on there. Job's a good un. Right, we need water quality. So that's a second filter or a skimmer. I'm still at 6s and 7s when it comes to what the skimmer is actually going to do. Helps achieve higher water quality, whereas helps maintain basic water quality. So I guess the skimmers are there to push you over the top. I guess. Right, well, we'll go filter, because we know that'll get the job done. We need some rocks in there to keep the rock gang chipper. Right, and I think that's everything we need in order to keep that tank on the up and up. And then we'll have a bit of a rethink when we pull in the next tank. But what that has resulted in is that this one is now redundant. So we can kill it. Yes. It also means actually the whole of this room is redundant. Beautiful. Yeah. And this. Yeah, all of these, done with them. Well, that worked out even better than I was hoping, so that's good. Yeah, kill it. Then we just want to seal that in to make sure we don't get any clowns coming in with us. There we go. Anything else for now? Well, hold on. She might be stuck up there, and the twisted part of me wants to see if that's the case. Yep. You could put a staff member on a plinth. Brilliant. Right, now let's give her some stairs. There you go. Get down. Thank you. Right, kill that off. And there we go. Right, now then, I'll put some feed in here as well, so that we've got that covered. No, here, right. No, wait for it. Come. Look, don't click quite as quickly and think about what you're clicking on. And I think we're definitely going to need to expand the size of this room in order to make it fully viable. But I like where it's going. Yeah, good. Right, that'll wrap it up for today. After the first couple of these, I was thinking, oh yeah, maybe I'll do maybe 3 in total. But now I'm going, now I'm seeing the possibilities of the thing. Now that I've decided not to just accept the hand that I've been dealt, and instead move things around. If anything were missing from this game, it would be the ability to go into like a first person or a fish tank view cam. So you could just look at the fish tank kind of head on, and watch it all happening. I've looked over all the buttons before, and yeah, I've never quite had that happen. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. I'm going to do one more of these just to finish you off, because then you'll be thoroughly done and you'll be able to try it for yourself. Subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this, and be sure to hit the like button because I've asked you to. And I'll catch up with you very soon with the last one of these. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. On a regular basis, people will quite happily dump some expertise into the comments there, which I'll either make fun of or completely ignore. Comment of the week, so I don't know, from the last episode was tanked with Aussie. Seen Colonel have little or no idea what kind of fish he has. Some kind of emoji face. Or even what the equipment does in real life. Protein skimmer. Skims protein, isn't it? What else do you need to know? It's in the game. Pump stuff. I play it as I see it. And I see it in a way that is something or other. Anyway, so if you've got some expertise, why not stick them in the comments? It'll keep you amused. It'll maybe make you think that you're accomplishing something. And it may even turn into something that I talk about at the end of one of these videos.